Is it Amazon? You can't even see what it is. Don't believe in budgeting. Mom, can I come back and sleep at your place? Quite an adventure. Okay. I don't know anything about fashion. Finally caved in. Of course I didn't like it. $8,000. I was too excited. It's always a stressful experience. Hello. What an adventure. So that footage you saw of me working out at the hotel and then leaving and driving, that was 2 days ago. I was on a business trip. So 2 days ago, I left the hotel to come back home. But before going home, I wanted to stop by my mother's house because she was on my way home, and also because I sent to our house I bought a few things on Amazon just before leaving, and I figured it would be shipped and delivered by the time I would come back home. But I didn't want to have it delivered home while I wasn't there, just because it's almost $1,000 worth of stuff that I ordered. So I just didn't want a box sitting on my doorstep. So I figured I would have it delivered to my mother's house and pick it up on my way back home. So I got to my mother's house in the afternoon, and it was such a nice weather. So we were chilling outside and in the sun with Peach and just relaxing, and we were so excited. Every time we would hear a van driving by, we were like, oh, is it Amazon? And Amazon finally came, and I showed my mother what I bought, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But my plan was to get my package, have dinner with my mother, and then leave and go home, which I did. So I got at my house at around 7:30 at night. So I go in with all of my luggages, and I noticed that one of my plants needs water. But when I went to water it in my kitchen sink, I realized there was no water coming out of the faucet. So I called my landlord, asking him what is going on, and he tells me, oh yeah, there's a pipe that broke and it's going to be fixed probably tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, it would have been nice to know that before my 3 hours drive and coming home to no water, but it's all right. So I called my mom, can I come back and sleep at your place? And of course, she's always happy to see me, and she had my bed ready and we had fun. But then the day after, which is yesterday, I still have no news about what is going on with the repair from my landlord. So I figured I will sleep here another night. And in the morning, this morning, I texted my landlord and asked him what was going on. And he told me, no, it's not repaired yet. They are coming back today. Anyway, so that's the adventure. I slept here for 2 nights, and I will probably stay here tonight again. And I figured, let's make the best out of it. My plan with this video was to film me leaving the hotel and coming home and showing you my Amazon order, and maybe you know what I do usually when I come back from a business trip, kind of a reset. But that's not going to happen. But what's going to happen is I'm going to show you what I bought, and we will see what the rest of the day looks like. We will probably go for a walk with Peach because it's already sunny and warm outside. So I hope this will still be an interesting video for you to watch. And if not, I'm sorry, but I guess I will film a reset in another video. But this Amazon order is very exciting for me because I've been thinking about getting a few things for quite some times now, and most of what I wanted was on sale. So I figured that was my sign, and I ordered everything just before leaving for my business trip. So the only thing that I didn't bring with me from my house is a 45-pound dumbbell. I always get the Amazon brand. It's the cheapest I could find. It's even cheaper than the Walmart brand. This is my 15 pounds dumbbell from Walmart, and the brand is GoZone. So the one from Amazon is really similar, but there's no branding and there's the number at both ends. And the 45 pounds is so heavy, but we're leveling up and I'm so happy. I think it was around $75. I've been looking at this tarot deck for a long time now, and I was asking myself, do you really need another tarot deck? And the answer is no, of course, no. I probably have already more than 10 tarot decks, But my favorite are always the ones with animals, and in this one there is no human, and I like the box. Wow, that's a very big book. I didn't expect the book to be so big. Wow. And it's full of pictures, and you can write your notes. Wow. It smells so good. I love the smell of new books. Wow, I can't wait to read it. Oh, that's interesting. A moose for the cups. I didn't know moose could swim. I'm not really happy about that because this feels very flimsy, so that means I won't be able to keep the cards in there, and it's not very practical either. It's such a big box that I'm not going to carry it around. I didn't know it would come without a smaller box, but I will find something to put it inside. Wow, these cards are just so colorful, and I like that they are borderless. You know, there's no white border, or sometimes there's the branding and it's very annoying. And and the back, wow. In the reviews, I saw some people complaining about the cardstock, which I think is pretty nice. I do have decks with thicker cards, but when they are too thick, they are hard to shuffle. Oh, I'm happy with this one. Wow. It's just, wow. Oh, I love horses. I didn't expect that. But I guess that's to be expected with swords. Wow. I finally found the perfect sleeve for my MacBook. I had a hard time finding one because I guess this MacBook is so recent that they don't have a lot of accessories out yet. This sleeve is actually made from recycled plastic water bottle, which is amazing. I love how there's a pocket here. It's not very big, but I guess I could probably fit my planner in there. Oh well, it fits. Or an iPad, maybe an external drive, and wait for it. There's my MacBook in there. It is the softest thing ever. I didn't expect that from a $30 sleeve, and it's padded all around, so your laptop is really protected from all angles. I'm very happy with this. It feels very thick and high quality, and from the reviews, this is a very good brand and people are happy with their products. I'm happy. I wanted an external hard drive to store my YouTube videos on there and all the clips I film for my videos, because my MacBook it does have a lot of storage, but not enough because it's already half full from all of my videos. If I'm not mistaken, this brand is the high-end brand from Seagate. And I just like the design. I know it's not important because it's just a hard drive. It does feel heavy and nice, and I just like the look of it. This was a bit more than $200, but there's 5 TB in it, so that means I will probably be good for a lifetime. I'm planning to play with it more today just to test its speed and if everything is working alright, because I always find it stressful to order electronics online just because I'm always scared the internal parts would get damaged during the shipping. Are you ready for the most interesting thing? I am. You can't even see what it is. I finally caved in and got an iPad. But don't get too excited. It's not the most recent one. I think it's the one just before. Well, it's the 9th generation and it was launched in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how big it is, and I don't know why in my mind it would be much smaller just because it's an iPad. But the reason I got this is mostly to do digital planning, because a few of my favorite YouTubers use a tablet for digital planning with the special pen. It just looks so practical and fun. I've always been a pen and paper girl, and I will probably always would be. I'm not a big electronic girl. I know I say that and I just bought a MacBook and now an iPad. But I'm still going to journal on a paper notebook. But what I would like to do is replace my paper planners for a digital planner, just because I'm writing a lot of things in there. I don't even understand what is going on. It works, I'm not complaining, and I always buy this one. It's $5 at Dollarama every year, and I like the paper quality, I like it, but sometimes I get overwhelmed when I see everything I wrote all over the place. And I'm someone who likes to be organized, and I like my things in order and tidy. And I've been watching YouTube videos about digital planning, and it speaks to me. So I figured, why not try it? And I already started playing with some apps. I really like GoodNotes, and I don't understand everything yet. I still have a lot to learn, but I quite enjoy it. I like the feeling of the Apple Pencil on the iPad. It's special. I got this to help me keep my things in order, and also when I brainstorm video ideas, I feel like I'm wasting so much paper, because it's not like my journals that I keep. When I brainstorm, I throw the paper in the recycling bin after, and even on the paper it's just all over the place, and it's not the way my mind works optimally. After hours of research, I concluded that the iPad 9th generation was the best for me. It was on sale at $400 on Amazon. So from what I have read online, this is still the best iPad for the basic things I plan to do with it, which is mostly, plan, brainstorm, take notes, and also sometimes go on Instagram or Pinterest, YouTube, of course. I plan to create my YouTube thumbnails on there because it's a bigger screen than my phone, and I feel like it's just more convenient than a phone or a laptop. It's a good in between, and I also like to answer surveys and be paid, and it is much nicer on there than on my phone or on a laptop. When I bought it, I knew it was the tablet I needed, but I wasn't 100% sure that I needed a tablet. And do I need one? No, I don't. But do I have the $400, which is very inexpensive compared to most tablets? But I have the money, and I feel comfortable putting it into what I see as an investment, because I feel like this would help me be more productive and save me time. I played with it all day yesterday, and it's just, you don't need it, but it is very nice. Now I understand why everyone has one. I also got, of course, a case and a tempered glass, which I didn't put on yet because it's always a stressful experience. I'm just not good for this. There's always air bubbles and it's just annoying, but I plan to do this today. This is a very nice case. So when you open it, it unlocks the screen, and when you close it, it locks it, which is very useful. And you can also use it as a stand if you want to type or if you want to watch videos. This is always the brand I buy on Amazon. It's just high quality for the price, and I always got my tempered glass and my cases for my iPhone from them, and I'm happy. This was probably $16, and I think the case was also $16. Now, this was quite an adventure. With all of this, I ordered a $30 universal stylus that will go with most iPads because I just wanted to try a pencil on my iPad first just to see if I would like it or not. And of course I didn't like it, but I guess this one is on me. I think I was too excited and I didn't read the description because something important I missed is that with some pencil, there is no palm rejection technology. So this, from what I understood, means that with this technology, you can rest your palm on the iPad when you're writing, which is what I usually do when I write on paper. You know, I don't write like that. I can't imagine someone writing like that. It's not really comfortable, or is it? Do you do that? So this $30 pencil didn't have that technology. So of course it didn't work when I tried it on my iPad, and I didn't understand why. So I went back on Amazon and compared more models, and there was a picture in the description of the pencil I bought. There was the end with a weird black glove that would, you know, cover just half of your hand, and I didn't think much of it. I thought it was, you know, I don't know, a fashion accessory. I don't know anything about fashion. But what I understand now is that this is a stylus glove, or I don't really know what it's called, but with this you can actually rest your palm on the iPad and write with any cheap pencil. And that glove is like $10, so I was like, $30 for a cheap pencil that I don't even know if it will work properly and how long it will last me, and then having to buy that glove and then wear that glove. I just thought it would be annoying and such a waste of time. So I researched about the Apple Pencil and I figured the price would be worth it. You know, if I'm able to pay $400 for an iPad, why not pay for a proper pencil? You know, I don't care about Apple or Samsung or any of those. I just mostly always had Apple products and I've always been happy with them, and I don't mind paying because for me, I'm paying for quality. When I say there's always a reason for everything, there is an Apple store about 20 minutes from my mother's house. So yesterday morning, I went there, bought that pencil, came back, played with it, and I am so happy with it. It is very nice. To me, it is worth the $130. So I'm glad I had to come back to my mother's house, because if I had to leave my house to go to the Apple store, that is around an hour drive, I would not have been happy about that. So I'm not going to show you the cheap pencil I ordered because it's already packed and ready to be returned to Amazon. But today there is a few things I want to do with my iPad. I want to brainstorm video ideas. I want to try and find a good digital planner layout to use on the iPad, maybe for next year, even if I already bought a paper planner, just to get the hang of it. So I tried that yesterday, but I want to play with it more and see how fast it is when I'm trying to edit. And I want to do my accounting from the past month. So every month, as part of my monthly reset, I like to go into my bank account and just write down how much I have spent and how much I have saved, just to, you know, keep track and have a good idea of where my money is going and how much I can use to buy stocks. This is probably the only thing I do that comes close to a budget. I personally don't believe in budgeting, but to each your own, and I'm thinking of doing a video about that maybe. That's my plan for today, which means mostly play with my iPad. I will also spend the day with my mother, so I will probably not speak to you again. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.